What's up everyone? This year has been absolutely incredible for horror movies. We got The Substance, Oddity, Longlegs, and so many more. I've been waiting on this film all year long, but Nosferatu is finally here. Was it a complete letdown or did I succumb to the darkness? And before we get started on my review for Nosferatu, make sure you hit that subscribe button for more movie content and let me know what you thought about Nosferatu if you've seen it down in the comments. Having said that, let's get started. Okay, so this isn't just a horror movie, it's a remake of the 1922 silent classic Nosferatu, A Symphony of Horror, which basically set the standard for what a vampire movie should be. But this time around, we have an absolutely stacked cast. We have Bill Skarsgård, Lily Rose Depp, Willem Dafoe, Nicholas Hoult, and so many others. And it's directed by none other than Robert Eggers, the visionary behind The Witch, or as I like to call it, The Vitch. He also directed The Lighthouse and The Northman, and Nosferatu has been a passion project of his since 2015. And after watching it, you can tell that he just poured his entire soul into this project. And let me just say, he absolutely nailed the atmosphere in this one, just like he does in every other one of his movies. The opening scene, which we got a glimpse of in the trailer, is just unreal, and it just sets the entire tone of the movie right from the jump. In the full context of the movie, with the score and just everything going on, it grabs you from the very first shot and does not let you go. I remember when I was in the theater and the movie starts and I see exactly what's going on in that opening scene, I could not help but start thinking,
I'm in danger!
And visually, the film is stunning and the cinematography is a chef's kiss. It's dark, it's drab, but it's just visually beautiful. Take Count Orlok's castle, for example. It just feels like a character in itself. It's dark, it's mysterious, just like Count Orlok. Now, what really stood out to me is how the film just starts intense, it's in darkness, just lots and lots of evil surrounding that scene, and then it gets very bright. But as the movie goes on and the stakes get higher, the film starts to go deeper and deeper into the shadows to match that first scene. It's really well done, and every scene leading up to that, absolutely beautiful. Now, if you're expecting a movie just full of jump scares, I'm here to tell you Nosferatu is not that movie. It doesn't scare you with just sudden loud noises or traditional jump scares. Instead, it uses anticipation. The dread builds as the scenes unfold, and when something unnatural or gross finally does show up, you're more curious than repulsed. You can't look away and you really don't want to. Let's go ahead and talk about Count Orlok, who's played by Bill Skarsgård. He's known for playing Pennywise, and while he did a great job as Pennywise, Count Orlok is a completely different monster. What makes him so fascinating is the mystery. You don't really get a clear look at him until the very end of the movie, but that buildup is just so worth it. The way that they actually made Count Orlok look, kind of a hit or a miss. I didn't fall in love with it initially, but as the movie went on, I grew to like it. But the thing that you're gonna remember most about this version of Count Orlok is his voice. It's deep, it's unsettling, and it's just perfect for what they were trying to do with this version of Nosferatu. Bill Skarsgård was so into this role that he actually hired an opera coach to get his voice perfect. Between the prosthetics, the makeup, and the performance, I wouldn't have known that it was him without the credits. Nicholas Hoult plays Ellen's husband, Thomas. He's just a man who's out to get Count Orlok to take him down because Count Orlok is after Ellen. And you really do start to feel for him. This character goes through hell for the woman that he loves. I feel like Nicholas Hoult is a very underrated actor. The way that he plays this character in this movie, he displays so much terror in his eyes and his face, and then he has sadness, with his wife. He does a lot in this movie, and he's kind of our gateway to how scary and intimidating that Nosferatu is. It's through him that we get to see that. And since this is a Robert Eggers film, you know that Willem Dafoe is definitely in this. He plays an ex-doctor that's obsessed with the occult, and he comes in a big way to help stop Count Orlok. His character is a lot of fun because he's so focused on the task at hand, but then at the same time, he's very weird and wacky, and it just mixes really well. And then Aaron Taylor Johnson actually had a lot more screen time than I thought we were going to get with him. While that's a good thing, his character didn't really have much to do. So while it was acted very well, he just was kind of there. And I can say the same exact thing for Emma Corrin's character, who plays Aaron Taylor Johnson's wife in the movie. Their characters are supporting roles. The story is not focused on them at all, which means that they don't really have a lot to do. So once again, very well acted for what they were given. But the standout of the entire movie is Lily Rose Depp as Ellen. The things that this film just asks her to do is insane, but she delivers in every single scene. She's able to flip from being happy to absolutely inconsolable in an instant. And her chemistry with Bill Skarsgård was great because she resents Count Orlok to her core, but they also share this weird, twisted, gross connection, which works really well in the movie, and you can see that just shine through from scene to scene. Either way, this movie is going to put her on the map. Her performance in this is going to be talked about for a very, very long time. Lily Rose Depp was the heart of the movie, and it wouldn't have worked if she didn't put everything that she possibly had into this role. She did, and it paid off great. Now, I do have a couple of nitpicks for the film. I think it was a little bit too long. If they would have cut off, 5, 10, maybe 15 minutes, it would have felt a little bit tighter. Also, some of the dialogue was really hard to understand, particularly from Count Orlok. Between the thick accent and the wheezing, it was just really hard to understand, and I kind of felt out of it during the conversations that he was in. All I gotta say is subtitles are gonna be my best friend when I rewatch this. My real expectations for Nosferatu was set at an A, and honestly, I can't give it anything lower than that for my final grade. Nosferatu is just a masterpiece, it really is. It's methodical, it's atmospheric, and really rewarding for fans of the original film and also slow burn horror fans. From the opening scene, it just fills you with dread and it doesn't let you go for the entire runtime. The cinematography, the performances, and Eggers' direction all come together perfectly to create a modern day classic that reminds us why vampires are scary. Nosferatu isn't just a movie. This is a film, this is art, this is a masterpiece. So in the end, yes, I did succumb to the darkness. A few days ago, I asked my community what they thought of Nosferatu, and most of you loved it, you gave it an A. Nosferatu is a great example of why horror is thriving. Check out more reasons why it's the best time ever to be a horror fan with this video right here. Thanks for watching, everyone. I'll catch you in the next video. Have a great day.